That's exactly what I said in the locker room. Yeah. Kelly gets on me every single day about it. So I just feel like sometimes you just shoot the puck. I had a really good warm-up shot that looked just like that, and I was kind of going deja vu in my head and ripped it, and that's where it is. And that's the shot I practice a lot.
And your message to her was keep shooting.
Shoot the puck, yes, 100%. Just keep shooting the puck. I mean, it was to everybody tonight. I think we looked for a lot of backdoor plays that obviously Boston defended very well, and we just, we knew it was going to be kind of a tough to get one. Seemed like the game was so tight, so I think just getting pucks on the net was obviously huge, and she made a heck of a shot at the end.
Maddie and Taylor, are you both feeling 100%? Is the rest of the team, other than the injuries, back to 100? Or?
Yeah, I feel good. Obviously, still out with some injuries like you saw, but pumped the way the group showed up today and came out with the win. So.
Yeah, we kind of gotten pounded down last week just with injuries and sickness and things. But I always think when you come out of that, you come out and you feel really good because you haven't felt good in a while. So, yeah, when we showed up today, I knew a lot of the girls were pumped to play and just happy to be out there.
Any physical effects at all for you? Any physical effects?
No.
Clearly not today.
I'm feeling good.
Now that the bug seems to be vast, how bad was it last week? I mean, how sick were people? It's not the first time in hockey that you've had something's going through a locker room. How bad?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's tough when you're showing up for practice and you got 7 people, out, and then, day of the game, you're getting, 4 messages from the trainer in the mid-afternoon saying, we've got an issue, we got players who aren't going to be able to make it tonight, that in the morning we thought were totally healthy, or at least healthy enough to be able to play. So, but it's just one of those things that teams go through, and like I said, this is pro sports. We don't always get to pick. You don't get to pick when you play. You don't get to say you're going to be 100% every game. You're going to have to figure out a way to play kind of sick or not feeling great, and obviously our girls are doing a good job of it.
Either you want to weigh in on it?
Yeah, I think it shows that we have depth. It shows that we have determination. I think, not speaking for myself, obviously, if I could have played, I would have been out there when I was sick. Every single person in the locker room would have done the same thing. Safe to say we were not able to be there, whether or not that meant, like, getting up off the couch or just, like, being able to go out there and give your best. But I know as a group, knew that whether or not we're there, everyone that's in that locker room that's ready to show up is going to go out and do the job that we would have done at the end of the day. So I just think knowing that people get sick, it's the winter. It's just is what it is. I think just show up and do what you need to do and rely on the fact that the people in your locker room are going to take you home.
Maddie, did you feel at all like, I don't know, like your timeline or, of needing to be back or like changed with the injury to Nicole and last game? Or was it kind of, do you feel like, you're back and you're good and you're ready to go?
Yeah, I think it was just a natural progression. I felt like 75% on that last game, so I knew I was going to be back at practice on Monday, and yeah, happy to be back.
How big was it to see Denise get her first goal of the season, her performance tonight?
No, it's good. I mean, she's been playing really well for us this year. She's had lots of chances. I know when I had her playing with Dom Petrie, I know Dom was getting goals because of how hard Denny was working, and that's the way she plays. She plays a 200-foot game that other people want to play with her because of how hard she works. She creates stuff, so it's nice to see her get rewarded as well.
0 for 3 in the power play. What did you see?
Yeah, I mean, the first one, I thought we really moved it around well. We had some good looks, hit her in the head once, and had a good, I think they had one really good block on us. And then the other 2, we just didn't seem to find a groove where we were getting a lot of setup time to run kind of the progressions that we wanted to run. So it's just one of those things that it happens sometimes when you can't win the face-off, or if they do a good job clearing, then we just didn't seem to have a lot of setup time. So it wasn't a lot of things. It just seemed like that's sometimes how it goes, where you just don't get a lot of end zone time. And the first one, I thought we got a ton of end zone time just with the same line, and then the other 2, I didn't really feel like we had a lot. A couple chances on the rush though. So I mean, we had our looks on the rush, just looking to bury it.
What are you most excited for on the takeover tour in Denver?
I have kind of been in that area just once, and it's so gorgeous, so beautiful. I just think playing anywhere in front of new fans, creating those long-lasting bonds with young kids who are going to be able to come out to games. I know I've seen a lot of tweets, and a lot of people have reached out, just super excited for us to come in and play. I know Seattle was a hit. Sue Bird and Megan Rapinoe were there. Like, just big names are coming out knowing that, we're putting on a performance and we're doing what we need to do, and just bringing what we bring to the table to another place is exciting to get new fans.
Taylor, big Chipotle commercial drop this week with Nider. What's it like going against somebody you're familiar with playing on Team USA and know so well?
Yeah, I grew up watching her, and when I mean grow up, I was like 13, 14. But she just does all the little things right, and I think when you look at both national team and playing in the P-Dub, like, a lot of people know what you do. They know your tendencies. Like, played against Megan Keller and with her for a long time. It's the same thing. Just knowing that people call Hillary clutch for a reason. You always have to know when she's out there. We do a good job. Coaching staff does a good job of making sure that we're, getting our lineup out there that we need. Because everyone knows what you're doing. It's just if you can get through that first wall of defense and then kind of attack them when they're not ready. But yeah, we have 6 teams at this point. Everyone's going to know kind of what's going on. You just kind of have to figure it out, and whoever's going to grind and get down and get dirty, I guess, is usually the one that wins.
Do you think that's why the games are so close? 'Cause you
Oh,
guys
for sure.
know each other's games too?
That, and I think the spread of talent is pretty damn even. I think wherever we're at, it's always a grind. We always talk about it. It's doing the little things and making sure that we're showing up every night. You can't take a night off. This isn't like a college or high school game where sometimes you're playing a team that you're better than. I think you can think that in this league, but it's not always the truth. You got to go out there and everyone has to do their job and play the role that they're supposed to for your team to win. So I just think every night we have to prove that we can go out there and compete with whoever we're out there with. And then at the end of the day, it's sometimes who puts more pucks in the net.